Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. Carbon fiber has been huge in the racing industry for years due to its ultra lightweight and its high strength. Ford even recently announced that the new 16 GT 350R is going to have full carbon fiber wheels. While carbon fiber is designed to be used in racing for the most part, it also is great looking, which makes it a real popular aesthetic upgrade. If you have a 2015 Mustang and love the look of carbon fiber, 3dCarbon offers this killer 4-piece ground effects kit in true carbon fiber that's a direct bolt-on for your 2015 Mustang. Today we're going to show you how to install it using our EcoBoost project car. The 3dCarbon ground effects kit is made of real carbon fiber. It's not hydrographics or wrap or anything like that. It is true high-quality carbon fiber. It's designed to fit your performance pack car. It includes the side splitters, the rear splitter, and the front splitter. For this installation, you'll need a lift or a jack and jack stands, 1/4-inch ratchet, 7mm socket, 7mm wrench, Phillips head screwdriver, small flat blade screwdriver, T20 Torx bit, plastic pry bar, pick, needle nose pliers, drill, 1/8-inch pilot bit, 15/64 bit, 21/64 bit, marker, rivet gun, cutting pliers, and safety glasses. We're going to start with the back of the car by replacing our ABS plastic bumper piece here with the carbon fiber. You want to make sure your car does have the 2-piece unit. Some of the base models have a 1-piece rear bumper. This will not work. It has to be a premium or a car with a 2-piece, which is the Performance Pack, 50th, pretty much everything but the base model. To remove this, we're going to start with some clips in here. There's a bunch of bolts and a few more clips in the center. We're going to start in the wheel well with these little push clips here. You actually can remove the whole bumper cover if you want to, but it is more work and it really isn't necessary. Pull the center piece out and just pop out the clip. There's 2 more of these push clips per side located right here. Last of these push style clips is located right here. And repeat the process on the other side. Now there's 8 bolts we have to remove, 2 in the center and then 3 on each side. The other 3 screws are a little bit harder to see, but they're behind the wheel well. One is located right here, one is further back in the middle, and the third one is all the way back here. Once everything loose, you want to slowly pull down the back bumper cover. The top 2 bolts that hold the reverse light in are actually screwed into the ABS trim panel we're removing, so you do remove those 2 bolts so you can get it off. Now we can start removing it. There's 2 clips that it's held in with now. They're all press-in clips. There's going to be a bunch on the outside edge here, and as we get towards the middle, there's going to be some on the inside as well. What we're going to do is just slowly pull away from the car. Okay, once you get here, you're going to see it gets a little bit tight. You have the clips up here, but now we also have clips in this bottom piece here. To get these out, there's 2 ways you can do it. The easiest way is kind of reach behind and push the clip through while you're pulling on the plastic. So we'll take a little bit of a push, just the right move to get it just right. We're going to need the J clips and the reflectors off the original part. So we're going to remove this little retaining nut here. Push these clips together. That'll release the reflector. To get the J clips off, grab a small flat blade screwdriver, put it from the outside, push up on the clip, and slide it off. Before we can begin the installation of our new carbon fiber pieces, a few pieces you have to transfer over from your initial balance. 2 of them being the reflectors, then a couple clips that go on the end. For the reflectors, you will have to drill holes in the carbon fiber to install them. What you want to do is get a drill bit about the same diameter as the stud, and we're going to use that as our pilot hole, and then we'll open this one up with a Dremel to fit the factory clip. If you look closer, you'll actually see a little indentation in the carbon fiber. That's where we're going to drill. This is more of a rectangle, so we're actually going to drill 2 holes in here and then use the Dremel to open it up. it right, it'll just snap right into place. And we'll reinstall the self-tapping retaining nut on the back. Careful, you don't want to over tighten this, just get it down that it's snug. Now we'll install the J-clips. You may need to open these up just a little bit because the carbon fiber is a little thicker than the plastic panel we took off. Now we're going to install it on the car. We're going to start in the middle. Just going to line up the tabs. Now do the same with the bottom tabs. Now we can reinstall all the hardware in the factory locations. I'll reinstall the hardware. Last clip goes in the wheel well, we can move on to the side skirts. We'll start with the side skirt install by removing this rear push pin. You do want to have the wheels off the car, it makes it a lot easier to get to these. Remove the 2 torx bits found underneath the rear of the side shield. Pull off the rear guard. Turn the wheel here to access the front. The entire bottom of the factory splitter is held in place by these little push pins. What you do is get a right angle pick, get up underneath it, pull down a little bit to get it started. Get in there with a pair of needle nose pliers. And pull them out. On the front and back on both sides, there are 2 rivets that need to be drilled out. The rear one is located right here behind the splash guard. You actually can pull the whole lower body cladding off. A couple of the plastic clips are very easy to break. So we're going to show you how to do this by leaving the clad on the car and just drill the rivets out on the car. The front actually separates a lot easier. Put your fingers in there and pull. And then you can see the rivet in there we got to drill out as well. At this point, the factory splitter is just held in place by clips. We'll start at the front, just pop it off, and work your way back. This would have been the location on the new splitter that we drilled the rivet out of the old original splitter. Since we're not going to be using a rivet, get one of the supplied J-clips, slide it over the hole, front and back, and we'll use a screw in there to hold it in place. The splitters look pretty similar, but they are side specific. The back is going to be the heavier, thicker piece, and then the front will be the thinner with a little cutout on it. Just line it up and slide it into place. Now we'll install and screw in place of the rivet in the back here. And we'll do the same in the front. Reinstall the 3 front clips while we're here. I'm gonna put the little supplied metal clips on the edges of the carbon fiber piece we just installed. So use a screwdriver to push them up into place. Make sure they're seated properly. You want to start in the middle and do every other. The ends will be held in place by the screws. It comes with 6 of these because there's obviously not enough to do all of them. Just make sure every other one is attached. The factory rear splash guard won't work with the new carbon fiber, so what I did is drilled a hole in the carbon fiber to line up with the factory clip hole. Just line it up, put the clip through, give it a little more strength in the back. Now we'll do the same thing with the front to support it. 3dCarbon actually includes some self-tapping screws. What we're going to do is we're going to drill a pilot hole. We put this up into place so it fits flush. We'll drill a pilot hole, then install one of the screws. Once you have the side splitters mounted, there's 2 additional supports. What you want to do is you usually find these little cutouts here where they fit the best. Put it up into place. Drill a hole from the bottom. Take one of the supplied self-tappers. Up through the carbon fiber just a little bit so you can see it. And tighten it down. It'll give you a little more strength on the side where you might bump it getting in and out of the car. Now we're going to repeat the process on the other side and we'll move on to the front. The front's going to require us to remove the splash or belly pan located here. We're going to start with all the 7mm screws along the outside edge, then we'll get the ones in the back. Your normal car is going to have 2 more 7mm bolts here. In our case, we added the stow and show bracket, so we have some different hardware we have to remove. Now there's 8 plastic clips. There's 3 on each side underneath and 1 in the wheel well. Now we can take the pan down. There's 4 more 7mm screws, 1 here and then 1 on the corner on each side. Now there's 8 more clips to remove. We can actually get our front splitter off. 4 on this side and then 4 identical on the other side. And just slide it back. There's several reasons you have to have a performance pack car to install this kit. One is the front splitter. Both the front splitter, the belly pan behind me, and the front splash shields are all specific to the performance pack car. You need the performance pack splitter, so you have to actually drill these rivets out and remove this mounting panel and move it over to our new carbon fiber piece. If you do not have a performance pack car, you could buy the splitter, the belly pan, the wheelhouses and make it work. It's going to cost you a lot of money to get those factory Ford parts. If for some reason you're unsure if you have a performance pack car, the easiest way to do it is look underneath the factory front splitter. The performance pack ones are the only ones that have these rivets, which we have to drill out to remove this mounting panel. And it's just held in by clips at this point. I'm going to pull carefully and remove all the clips and remove it. Now grab our new carbon fiber splitter. We'll start by lining up the rivet holes. Slide everything into place, make sure all the holes are lining up. We use the supplied rivets and we'll rivet it in place. What you want to do now is put the splitter up into place. Each of these plastic tabs goes over the bumper cover itself. Then put a screw in each corner here to hold it in place. Now we'll install the other 6 factory screws to hold the splitter to the front bumper cover. Once the screws are done, we can reinstall the push pins. Now we got to trim this so this can come all the way over and touch the body like it's supposed to. So what we basically do is just take the corner off here to start. We'll trim it up, make sure it clears properly. We'll make sure it fits tightly in here like it's supposed to. Then we'll flip it back on the other side so we can drill our hole. Now that the ends are done, we can put our splash pan back into place. Just done reinstalling all your clips, your installation's finished. 3dCarbon's 4-piece carbon fiber ground effects kit looks absolutely killer on our EcoBoost Mustang. The carbon fiber ties in perfectly with the stripe in the wheels to give us the look we were going for. While the rear valance pretty much mimics the factory one, the side splitters and the front splitter are definitely more aggressive, which gives the car a lowered look. Installation is pretty straightforward, taking between 3 and 4 hours to be back on the road in no time. For more installation videos for your 2015 Mustang, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For the best selection of 2015 Mustang parts, check out cjponyparts.com.